My name is Ernest Kuria. I'm from Kiambu County, Kiambu Sub-County, Chinganga Ward. I'm a recovering alcoholic and I'm 34 years old. Out of curiosity, which we say curiosity killed the cat, we found ourselves doing alcohol. I come from a home where my dad used to brew traditional liquor, and that is the first drink I ever tasted from home. It was easily accessible. So that was the first. I recall the first drink I took 11 mugs of brewed Muratina. It never got me high because it wasn't ready. I never knew that. I was trying to get high, but I could wonder what makes our dads and alcohol very high. So I had to take so many for the first time. So out of curiosity, I found myself hooked into the drug world or the alcoholic world. So later in life, I became a social drinker, which is the second stage of addiction. I became a social drinker. A social drinker is someone who normally uses drugs or alcohol for that case for fun, only for pleasure and fun. And I recall that I was back in high school, whereby when we closed school, we could catch up with my friends in boats, and we could steal some of the liquor from my dad's place and go and to brew it in the coffee plantations. We normally steal and go and have fun. And that was fun, and that was the young life that we could enjoy and make sure that our parents were not aware of what we were involving ourselves into. Maturity levels were affected because, as you can see from the physical me, as I was doing drinking, I lost my teeth, my body became so weak, my brain, I guess it became too much damaged because I could not get anything in classes, because when I attended the classes, I could find myself sleeping, I could find myself not concentrating, and it made me really regret in life. That when I joined Jomo Kenyatta University was back in 2006, when I joined the quad. That's when I joined the University of Social Science, where I attended the college for about 2 years. For the second year, I had to leave campus, one due to lack of fees. It made me depressed and got actively involved in drugs. Later is when I left, I abandoned home and ran to the street. I could hide to my friends, drinking buddies places to hide myself and do drugs and do alcohol. By then, later my dad had passed away, and that made me feel so happy because now I felt like I had the freedom to do the worst of all I could with him. Okay, other than it's like any other situation or any other alcoholic. Number one, you face a lot of rejection from the society and from your family members, because now you're into drugs, into the drug one. I could not behave normally again because now I had started being dirty. I could not wash my clothes. I could not even clean my house. I became unkept. I became even I could not reason with people because I had to drink to talk to people. If I was not drunk, I could find myself in a very difficult situation because I could tremor. I could have this what I call a known fear, because if you are not drunk, you feel like something is chasing you. If you're not drunk, you feel like the world is ending. You had to take the bottle to make you happy, to get you high and back and kicking. It happened one day, my younger brother came and pretended to buy for me a beer. They had a plan with my mother to treat me to the rehab. So it was not my choice to go to the rehab. It was my brothers and mom's choice to take me to the rehab, which I never took it positively. Because for me, I felt I had no problem. I felt to live as an alcoholic was the best and the good thing I had to do. But I found myself in a rehab where I stayed for 3 months. And I want to say that that was the most stressful life I ever experienced, because coming out from the drug world and joining the sober world is a very painful process, because you are used to a lifestyle of getting high. Now you are told to do away with alcohol. It is a very lonely and painful process. The rehab I went to was called Asumbi Treatment Center at Rimuru, where I stayed there for 90 days, and I had to work the program. Like, I had to force myself to like the program because it wasn't easy. Being taught to accept you are an addict, it is not an easy process. But actually, I thank God I eventually made for the 90 days, and I had a turning point. That is when my turning point came. I came to realize kumbe alcoholism is a disease. I never knew someone can be sick out of the usage of drugs or alcohol for that matter. But I might say thank you to my parents, because they took the initiative to take me to the rehab, and that's the turning point I will always be proud about.